these last couple months and getting out on the grass with him?
Yeah, it's been great. Just him being with us through bowl prep and everything, it was really nice because kind of just able to get that introduction to him and just how he is as a person and how he handles us and how he handles just, more of the classroom side of it. But being able to come out and be on the field for spring ball has been great, just to see him, I guess, in action and just kind of form those bonds, I guess, that are a lot different than it is, in the classroom, right? When you're out there on the field and they say bullets are flying, right, and things are happening, how is he able to handle each different individual, right? It's you got a lot of different types of guys in that room, so he's done a great job so far, just adjusting to us and us adjusting to him as well.
Coach said you were kind of like another coach out there on the field.
Trying to be.
I mean, where do you think you've kind of developed there over the last year or so?
Just my understanding of the offense and trying to continue to progress in that aspect and being confident in my knowledge and what I know and seeing things that are not right and being able to make it right. I think that's something that earlier on in my career was, maybe I would know something wasn't right but didn't have the confidence, didn't have the want to, I guess, to call it out and to make changes. But yeah, it's been great that he's been able to kind of, like I said, like let me lead, I guess, in our room in a way. And anytime that, I've got something to say or whatever, I make sure that it's all right with him. Like, hey, this is what we're supposed to be coaching, right? And he's like, yes. And then I'll go correct it, get it fixed, whatever it may be. But, yeah, I've been really appreciative of him just letting me kind of do my thing and be the leader that I want to be and that I need to be for our group.
Adam, Patrick, and me.
Jake, you and Princeton were always sort of a duo, interchangeable. What are the upsides or downsides from going from one tight end to a rotation of two? Mm-hmm. And is it even better to have three, or do you lose something if you were to use three in the rotation?
I think depth is always your friend, especially just the nature of this conference and the games that we play, right? They're usually playing a lot of plays, and the way we play really fast. Obviously, our up-tempo offense is strenuous, and it's hard to kind of condition yourself to get to the point where you can actually really go out there and play by yourself. So being able to have numbers and have depth is something that's really big, for this group right now. Just developing depth and developing, that trust that, our 2s, 3s, 4s, whatever, at any moment can go in and play if we need them to. So yeah, it's great being able to have, like you said, maybe the 1-2 or the 1-2-3, whatever, just being able to lean on each other.
Jacob, with everybody's calling him Cali, so I want to just with him coming in, he's a guy that's his 6 years of college football, just like you, but he's a new guy, he's new to this offense. How do you kind of approach him and helping him sort of adjust when he's a guy that's old, has played a lot, but hasn't played with you guys? Yeah, no, it's definitely different, man. It's a balance between, looking at him like an old guy, right? I guess I'm looked at in the program as an old guy. Like I know most of the answers to questions that guys might have, and I've experienced the things that guys might not quite be familiar with. And in a way, he has too, right? But just like you said, not in this program, not with us, not with these coaches. So trying to have that balance and just have understanding and patience with him, as in like, yeah, he's a smart guy and he knows a lot of football. He's played a lot of football, but he's still trying to learn it the same way that I did whenever, Heupel and everyone got here. So yeah, just being patient, but he's doing a great job of listening and adjusting and, just coming in and trying to be a force right away.
Jacob, what went into your decision to use your free year of eligibility? I know that was something that you were kind of contemplating at the end of last season. And these last couple of months, as y'all flipped the calendar, you kind of glad that you made the decision that you did?
I mean, whether I'm glad or not, I think that it's too late now, right? Like it's a matter of like, man, I put that behind me and I've truly moved on and just can't look back, right? It's a matter of thinking about the reasons why I made that decision, which is, obviously we're going to have a great team next year. I'm going to be surrounded by a lot of really great dudes and a great coach in Coach Abes and just opportunity, right? Opportunity for me to go and prove, whatever it is, go out there and play well, and just excited to do that and just trying to keep my eyes forward.
Back, Reese, Page, and Vince.
Coach Abeln had a lot of praise for you, but the one thing he said he wants you to improve on is being more of a vocal leader. How do you embrace that?
Yeah, just my nature, not the most outspoken, and at least haven't been in the past, and so having to kind of, I guess, come out of my shell in that way, and like I mentioned earlier, just having that confidence to speak up and voice my opinion and be willing and be able to be wrong sometimes, right? You put yourself out there, and it's kind of hard to be vulnerable in front of your peers and in front of people that you look at as your friends. But just trying to continue to develop and like I said earlier, like he's given me the confidence and given me that leeway to go out and be vulnerable and try to lead these guys. So very appreciative for that.
Since the offseason and your tangibles, where have you developed most since the offseason?
Yeah, just my balance, I think, as far as running, my running form, my technique, I guess. I'm trying to be more fluid in my routes and be more fluid whenever I'm moving around in space. Also, perimeter blocking, right? Blocking in space, blocking guys that are smaller than me and also faster than me, right? Being able to use my body as my advantage and learn the different fundamentals and the different techniques that it takes to be really good in all facets rather than just being in the box and just catching balls, being able to do pretty much everything.
What are Coach Warren's early impressions of freshman Ethan Davis?
Coach Warren is very, very happy and impressed with Ethan Davis. I think that he came in and is eager to learn, is excited that he's here, right, and is happy to be here. A lot of times you get guys that come in and are big, wide-eyed, and they don't really know what's going on. It takes them a really long time to kind of get used to the speed and get adjusted to just how, I guess, hard people are hitting you and how quickly things move. And there definitely is some of that, right? Like he's a young guy and he'll learn, but just his willingness and his ability to come in and just clean slate every day. He comes in, listens, goes out there, tries hard, whether he's doing the right thing or not, like whatever. But as long as he's trying hard and he shows that he actually cares about, what he looks like on film and cares about our unit as a whole, right? Try not to embarrass the unit, try not to, put anything extra on anybody else, right? Just all those different things. He's done a really good job of, so I'm very happy with him.
Peter, Patrick.
Cooper's always had leadership skills even for a young guy.
Yeah.
With important pieces moving on from the offensive line room, have you seen a different style of leadership from him, or is he pretty much the same old guy that you've seen as a freshman and a sophomore?
Yeah, Coop, like you said, I mean, has I think been almost forced into that leadership role, right? As a center, like you got to be that guy, right? Like you have to be someone that can, rally your guys and make calls and do all these different things, have the confidence in yourself to be able to speak up. And he's done a great job of that. And I think, like you said, like now that he's seeing, all right, well, I have the most experience on the line. Like I know what I'm doing. How can I help other guys come along? We got a lot of new guys in that room too, right? A lot of transfers, a lot of young guys. And so just him being able to, and it's other guys too, right? It's not just him, but them really being able to bring guys along and instill confidence within them as well has been really good.
Jake, I guess this is your sixth spring, right? You rolled early, I guess, when you got here.
Yeah.
A lot of different coaches, coming off different seasons, all those kind of things. Is there anything that stands out to you as being different about this spring with a new team? Is there anything that stood out as something that's
for me personally, or just for the
in general?
Yeah.
For you personally?
I think for me personally, just a little bit more intentionality, kind of in going in each day thinking about, what do I want to get better today? Like, what was bad yesterday, or what do I need to work on, or being able to take notes and look at my notes and be like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to emphasize, getting that extra yard or whatever on third down, or being quick to the tuck whenever I'm catching the ball over the middle, or just anything like that, man. Just trying to be more intentional as I've seen it a lot. I'm used to the workload that it takes to get through a spring ball. So now it's just a matter of locking in the details of the little things. I think, for everybody else, like for the younger guys especially, just learning how to not survive, but how to thrive through it and how to take what it is, right? It's hard. It's not easy. We're waking up early, a lot of meeting time. Just being able to process everything and just push through it and just build a little bit of mental toughness, as we're moving along has been kind of the main emphasis for sure.
And what about big picture for the program?
Just, man, last year's over. We had a good year last year, a great year last year, and understanding that we can't just show up and that happen again, right? We got to put the work in. Last year's team put a lot of work in to get where we were. So, being able to match that, right? Or put in more work and understanding that, it's not just going to get handed to us this year just because we had a good year last year. So.
Last question, Reese.
How much different is it having a guy who's specifically coaching you guys? Obviously, Golish plays part, but he had to oversee the entire offense. How much different is it having one coach specifically there?
Yeah, I mean, it's about how different you would assume, right? It's cool that, we're now able to have someone's 100% attention and he's not looking at anything else other than us, right? He's watching us, and he's watching our feet, watching our hand placement, watching our routes, and you know, last year we had a good system, right? We had other assistants, and even Golish was most of the time looking at us, right? He's our coach, but just having someone that's 100% all the time locked in for us, it has been really great. So yeah.